Want to go to Evo for free? Well, Ludwig is going to pay for you to enter at Evo, so long as you play Rivals of Ether 2. Let me catch you up on the Ludwig Evo situation, how you can get a free pass, why the Rivals community got kind of mad about some of this stuff, and how I feel about all this as a veteran Rivals player. The fighting genre's ultimate coliseum, Evo, is on the horizon this summer, and for the first time ever, Rivals of Ether 2 is being featured as a game on the main lineup. In the past, the tournament organizers would decide themselves which events would grace their legendary Sunday stage. But this year, given that it's Evo's 30th anniversary, it's a little bit different. Simple meritocracy is the plan this year, and the 6 games with the most entrants will be guaranteed a spot on Evo's legendary Sunday stage. But what does this have to do with Ludwig? Well, he's actually the owner of the publishing company behind Rivals 2. He's rich as hell, and he's got one goal: use and abuse his deep ass pockets to create the biggest Rivals tournament ever, all while getting it to that mythical Sunday stage at Evo. And he's not covering that $10 entry fee to enter the bracket. He's covering the $230 fee to get into Evo itself, to make it affordable for any Rivals 2 players willing to attend. So now we gotta cover how to get a pass, and there's gonna be 3 main methods. First, be a top 250 Rivals player. If you are competent and good at Rivals of Ether 2, Ludwig's team will reach out to you and will send you a code to get your fee waived. Second way, you can win a pass by placing within the top 128 of the Rivals 2 Road to Vegas tournament, an event I'm actually supposed to be competing in right now. And third, you can win a pass by supporting an increasing number of grassroots online and local Rivals events around the country. Ludwig's team is working with over 25 TOs around the country to distribute passes to players of all skill levels from every community in North America. The secret fourth thing, however, is just messaging Ludwig and asking for a pass.
Like, deadass, if you're just a dude in Vegas and you'd be down to try out Rivals of Ether 2 and you'd be happy to go to Evo and you would sign up, you could DM me and I would just give you a ticket. Straight up.
It kind of blows my mind that he said that. But if it'll get you to go. So these vouchers are actually codes to be used at the registration checkout, so you'll still need to pay the $10 to get into the Rivals 2 bracket itself. This is a very good faith operation, to be clear. So why was the community mad about all of this? Frankly, I feel like it was a little dumb to be mad about this kind of thing. Ludwig himself had to go on Twitter and shut someone up about this. But the Rivals community was a little bit upset about the short notice between the announcement of the Road to Vegas tournament and the event itself, because they only really gave us like 4 days in between. Rivals players have been burned pretty hard in the past year, with gigantic important events like this being announced on incredibly short notice within a week of the date, all while having big prize pools, counting for rankings, and travel vouchers on the line, meaning that some competitors just didn't get the chance to enter because they didn't have the notice to get the time off work. Now, the Road to Vegas does feature 3 travel vouchers up for grabs for the top 3 competitors in the event, but the negative sentiment I saw on Twitter mostly felt like it was out of fear for not being able to get a pass. But as I already covered, there's a ton of ways to get passes, and if you're not even good at the game, but you still want to go and you want to support Rivals, you can just ask.
Straight up.
Now, I mentioned earlier that I've got some pretty strong feelings about all of this, and I want to make 2 things clear. 1, my feelings are overwhelmingly positive. I could not be more excited about Evo. But 2, I want you to take a minute with me to really understand why I'm excited, because I've been on a long journey with Rivals, and this means a lot to me. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ryan, and I've been a pro Rivals player for the past 5 years. I've been competing since I was like 14 or 15 years old, and by the end of Rivals 1, I was the number 6 ranked player in the world. This game and its community have changed my life forever, and I'll always be grateful for the people that it brought into my life, the memories I've gotten to create with them, the places that I've gotten to go, and the heights we got to climb and reach together. But if you ever competed in Rivals 1, it always felt like there was a ceiling, a limit on how big the game could be, how many people could love Rivals. And anytime I ever stopped and looked around at the size of other games, it always felt like that ceiling was closing in just a little bit. I felt like tournaments could only be so big. Like the content that shared the joy that Rivals brought me could only go so far. That I'd only be able to compete against this small pond of players. And that my favorite game could only be enjoyed by so many. So when Rivals 2 was on the horizon, I was really, really skeptical. They made a lot of gameplay changes that really changed things up compared to the first game. A lot of gameplay changes that I didn't like at first. In fact, I didn't like them so much that I remember telling my friends that I wasn't going to compete in Rivals 2, that I wasn't going to try, that I would be left in the dust, that I wouldn't be able to adjust, that I wouldn't be able to keep up with the new kids, with the PM players coming in, with the ultimate players, with the melee players that actually know how to play neutral. I thought I had no future. And I had a pretty rocky year, competitively speaking, if you look back on it. But despite all of the ups and downs, I'm proud to have gone through all of it because it taught me a lot. It taught me that I am capable of keeping up. It taught me that I can do more, that I still have that same spirit, the fire that I felt almost die out by the end of Rivals 1. I still have this flame in me to compete, this passion for competition, to get better, to want to do more. And not only is my heart still on fire for the game, I feel more confident and better than ever at it. And frankly, I think I could become the best player in the world. Every year going to Genesis and Riptide feels like you're going to the fucking Super Bowl, man. Oh my God, it's so cool. But there's always been a piece of me that just yearns a little bit, a lot of it, to see this game on the big stage, on the big screen with real big viewership. And right now is the turning point. This is going to be the most stacked bracket in Rivals history. More stacked than any Rivals 1 bracket, more stacked than any Rivals 2 bracket, and it has the chance to get onto the Sunday stage at Evo. Make this dream come true for me. I want to see Rivals 2 on the Evo Sunday stage more than anything in the world right now. And thankfully, this rich guy over here also really wants to see that happen. So please, if you have a passing interest in Rivals 2 or you want to go to Evo, if you've ever even had a passing interest in Rivals 2 since it came out, there has never been a better time to get into it. I believe in this game so damn much, and clearly Ludwig does too, as well as the devs who have gone so hard in the past year with update month after month, with new cosmetics all the time, new events, stuff to do, 10 new casual stages, 6 characters have been added to the game in the past year, an item mode with over 20 mostly original but genuinely fun items, menu overhauls, netcode improvements, and much, much more. And if you're watching this right when I upload it, the game is 50% off right now. So definitely be using code DARAI in the Rivals 2 shop to give me a little bit of support, and subscribe to the channel to see more videos in the future.